Hey, what's up everybody? It's Sam again, and today I'm going to be discussing that Nintendo Direct yesterday. Nintendo had their first Direct in over 530 days yesterday. It was 50 minutes. It was a pretty big one for the most part. And I'm going to give my thoughts, my predictions. Did I get some of them right? So let's start off. Start off with my thoughts. The first thing they showed was Pyro and Mithra were coming to Smash. There was pretty much a long debate, a long rumor myth that Rex was going to come to Smash, even though he's more or less a Spiridon, so I guess he wasn't brought in. Instead, Pyra and Mithra are both going to be added to Smash, which is pretty cool. They also announced No More Heroes 3 is going to be released August 27th of this year. And they also showed off some other stuff. They showed off a lot of third-party stuff. They showed off this DC, I can't remember the title of it. It was this DC superhero, I guess, girls club game. I don't know what it was. Didn't look like something that would catch my eye. It really didn't. It was one of those that I just looked on my phone. Another thing they showed off was Secret of Mana, I think it was. Or what was it? It was a new Mana game. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head but it was announced and it looked pretty cool. I'm not the biggest Secret of Mana fan. I do have Trials of Mana. I just haven't played it on my PS4. The one thing that was really confusing to me was they showed off this Star Wars game called Star Wars Hunters. It looks like it's going to be and it's developed by Zynga. I think that's how you say their names. I don't care. From what I got a vibe of, it's free to play, and that did not excite me at all. So it looked pretty bad from what I can tell. Well, they didn't show any gameplay, but I just think seeing that trailer and seeing who developed it gave me no hope that it was going to be good. Another thing they showed off, which I thought looked pretty cool, was Project Triangle Strategy, which is I believe, developed by the same team behind Octopath Traveler, which I actually did really enjoy. I never finished it, which I probably should. It was a really fun RPG, and this one looks like it's going to be more tactics-based and strategy-based. So that looks like something that's going to be pretty cool. It's going to release in 2022, and I think they released a demo, which I'm probably going to try out maybe sometime this weekend. So, yeah. But the big announcements that I thought were really cool was the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD remake. It looks really, really fun. I thought it looked awesome. Another thing they showed off that I thought was pretty cool was Hades is getting a physical release. Hades is actually a really damn good game. I played a little bit of it, haven't finished it yet, but I do want to change that this year because I actually am going to buy that physical copy because I want the soundtrack. The soundtrack's really good. Hold on a sec. I'd have some water. But they showed off that, but they also gave an update on Breath of the Wild 2. They said they didn't have anything new to show, and it was a pretty cool thing. I feel like they really Animal Crossing was kind of neat, but I feel like I feel like they shouldn't be dedicated to directs anymore. Nothing bad against Animal Crossing. I understand it's still selling well, but I feel like having a whole spot for it on a direct is a little odd. Another thing they showed off was, I believe I can't remember the names of them, but they're these, they were these visual novels. I can't remember the name of them off the top of my head. This is just me rambling about the direct pretty much at this point, but they looked interesting. I like visual novels like Danganronpa and Florence, but maybe they'll be good. The last big announcement they had at the direct was Splatoon 3. It's going to be releasing in 2022. And that was pretty much the entire direct. We still didn't get any information on any Metroid stuff, which maybe they'll do a whole direct dedicated to Metroid, who knows. But yeah, despite some, I think, weird game choices to show, I thought it was a good direct. It wasn't perfect. In fact, I feel like Nintendo last year couldn't do any directs normally like this one. They even mentioned that due to the circumstances of COVID-19. but I thought for the most part the Direct was pretty good. It wasn't perfect. There are stuff I'm looking forward to. I forgot to mention the Ninja Gaiden Trilogy Collection looked really cool, so because I never played those games. So yeah, but overall I think the Direct was good. I just feel like some of the third-party stuff was kind of questionable. Like Star Wars, that that Star Wars game, I don't understand what that was. They barely showed any gameplay. They just showed a quick snippet of it, and it's developed by a free to play developer, which doesn't really give me hope. I think it's by the guys that did Mafia Wars. I don't know, but it just doesn't look that great. Looks like a game on your phone, basically. I have a feeling, but the third party choices, like Fall Guys was cool. Like Fall Guys was predicted a while ago, and I had a feeling it might come to the Switch at one point. It finally is, but it makes me wonder what's going to happen with Nintendo later on this year. What else they're going to have? Like Skyward Sword's coming out in the summer. The Monster Hunter Rise is coming out in the end of March, which I honestly really like the look of that Pro controller. That was a really cool controller. But yeah, I thought most of the games they showed were cool. Some of them were pretty eh. And yeah, I think the Direct was good, but I'm curious to see how Pyro and Mithra play in Smash. It's going to be interesting to see. So it confused me because I thought we were going to see Rex, because it really was. I thought it was building up to Rex, but then when Pyro pulls out the the Direct sign, I was like, the Smash invitation. I'm like, what? My friend and I both lost our shit. It was awesome, but yeah. Overall, if I had to rate the Direct, I'd say it was a B-, B-, because there was some games I was hoping to see, didn't see, that were a little disappointing, but overall, I thought it was a good Direct, and I watched it on Twitch, and I didn't have the chat bar up because Nintendo fans basically went apeshit in the comments, kept screaming up, like just screaming about stuff, and I'm like, I don't want to watch with the chat, but anyways, that concludes my thoughts. Final verdict, I'm going to give it a B, B-. That's what my opinion on the Direct is. So I'll see you guys next time, and goodbye.